What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Avexys, and welcome to my first episode of Pro Secrets. This episode will give you multiple game-changing tips to transform you into a better Gears of War player. If you take all of these and put them to use, I promise you, you will see instant results. So let's get straight into it. The first one is how to weapon slide. This is way more simple than it looks, and here is the breakdown.
All right, so what I do to do it, I literally slide my finger from YT, and it does it. If it looks like your character's still standing up and you glitch forward, that means you did it correctly. For some of you guys that play on default here, it's the same thing, same concept. I literally slide my finger from X to A. You can do it on default as well. Look. It's actually easier to do it on default because, you know, there's shorter distance between X and A. Same thing. Don't expect yours to be as consistent as mine off rip. It takes some time to learn. I'll show you guys what my hand looks like when it's doing it too. Controlling. There you go, I did it right there. Just like that. They slide my hand down.
I'll take that.
Did it again. And you should end up on cover. That's how you know you did it right.
The next tip, the OGs may like this or dislike this, but it has actually made an official return. The two-piece is back and it is extremely strong and it might be here to stay. I believe during this game's making, because of the hit reg being a lot better than UE, the registration for the melee also became a lot better. There's so many different instances where I feel like I used to not be able to hit melees on UE, but on this game, I can hit them every single time. Now, do keep in mind, you can get punished if you try to melee somebody that's too far away and they hit you and you get stunned. So this is best used in 1v1 scenarios. And it's also best used if you could somehow bounce towards the side of your opponent or bounce behind them. Either way, you can still use it when you're in front sometimes if you're only playing for the 50% damage. And it's very easy to clean up fights and it's two-piece your opponents because your character auto-locks to your opponent. So it's almost impossible to miss after you hit the melee. Now, if you don't believe me, I actually want you guys to try it. I want the next game that you play for you to try to use the melee more than you normally would. You will then see how effective it is simply just by being at point blank range and just throwing your hands out every now and then. When you get into that little awkward scenario where it feels very hard to chunk somebody, you got to angle your screen roll downwards, put them in the center. No, just press B. Oh, bro, it's so easy, it's sad, bro. It's so easy, it's sad, bro. If you made it this far in the video, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your boy and never miss another pro tip. Now that we have seen how broken meleeing is, let's look at what's next on the broken list. That would easily have to be the pistol. Now, if you guys were to watch pro scrims and you seen them play Clock Tower, you would see that all players on each team usually have a pistol out. This is because the snub is very easy to get headshots on no matter how many times your opponent has been down. You can still headshot them with a pistol, and if you land a few good active shots, about things like over half the clip, you can headshot them. Now, if you didn't know, the pistol also has a increased melee range over the Gnasher. And when you combine these two ideas, that's what's gonna make you realize how broken the pistol is, because not only can you headshot your opponent, you can easily melee them before they're able to enter chunk range and get a free kill. Now, all these pro tips will absolutely get you to the next level and they will improve you immediately, but there's also other ways for you to improve in the long term. It really has to go around your mindset and the way that you break away fights. In this video, I'll also include a moment that I did a 1v4 here so you guys can understand the way I think in these moments and see why I do the things I do. There are small little concepts that you can instantly grasp and add to your own game knowledge that will make you a wonderful Gears of War player. All right, guys, so as you guys know, this is a new thing I'm doing. I want to break down some footage just to give you guys my thought process when I'm in another clutch situation. All right, now just give you the situation off rip. You see that it is me and one other teammate alive against basically 5 other players. I know they have the boom shot at the time. He gets a kill, making it 4 other players. And he's in the middle of the map. And I know there's nothing I can really do for him at this time, but there's a guy above me.
So I take this route through the stairs, and this is also the boom shot player, and I knew this at the time. So I go towards the stairs, I kind of bait him out a little bit, and I roll back. Now, this roll back here, you guys should use this against players that have boom shots because they will often make this mistake and they always try to catch you on that roll because it looks like a free kill. But if you roll in an angle into where they cannot see you in their line of sight, they may make that mistake just like this guy did. It is a gamble, but there's a lot of risk and reward to be played when you're at a disadvantage and the opponent has a boom shot against you. These are the correct type of risk that you want to take in order to capitalize and make something of the worst situation possible. Now, let's say he did hold his boom shot. He walked a little bit further. My instant game plan would have been to run along this right side wall and go back towards the right side and wrap around the building again. Outplayed so bad. So now we get this first kill, and I actually didn't hear the audio of this guy, but this is why it's always good to always keep a little bit of movement, even when you're on walls like this, because you will make somebody miss. So serious. He missed the easy point blank shot. I reacted. If you notice, the first thing I did when I reacted, is I centered him on my screen. Now that's pro level stuff. That's going to be very hard for you to do if you do not have like pristine mechanics. But these are not the type of plays that are like very easy to replicate. I'll instantly put him in the center of my screen by bouncing towards this wall. This is only something that like really high-end players kind of notice. But you guys will be able to understand this if you do get the wall bounce down and put him in the center of the screen. It actually makes it where the first shot is going to be a headshot. I'll instantly aim over cover because I know his teammate's going to come try to save him now and get the trade. And I instantly aim over on his right hand. Now, I wouldn't have aimed over on his right hand had this guy farther that's in the sniper tower been aiming at me with the sniper, you know, because then I have to keep my head down. But this is a very good angle because it forces this opponent right here to have to up A into me. And this is all just my advantage. Everything in the situation is my advantage. I'm not that hurt. I can really do whatever I want to this guy. So I kind of break him down and make him play into my hand. I shoot him one time over the cover. I bounce backwards to try to bait him out of cover. I did not go back to the same cover. He reacts, and everything he's doing is just wrong at that point because he's just trying to react to me because he took so much damage. And you guys know, if you guys watch my national tutorial and I broke down the last one of my favorite things to do is I like to keep my opponents down sometimes just for a few seconds because it makes their last teammate think they have a chance to save them and often puts them out of position with that mindset. Now, what this guy does is this is a very hard push. Pushing stairs on gridlock is terrible, man. It's almost impossible to win. But I easily hit him with a good shot here. Keep my high ground. Hit him on one more. God, boys. And there you go. 1v4
Big
finish.
1v4. Come on, man.
If you guys love this video, like this video,
bad,
whatever,
bro.
make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for your boy.
That's bad.
We're going to be doing way more breakdowns. Every single tips video will always have a breakdown at the end. I appreciate you guys for watching.
1v4 against a
and I'm out.
shot. No
Peace,
way.
peace, peace.